Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Welcome to Craft Around the Clock, Late Night Crafter. So I thought I'd give it a shot tonight to see what it was like to be up later. So it should be pretty interesting. I may be yawning a little bit, but it's okay. We've got this. So I thought tonight we will, hey Lindsay, you're up? Girl, I thought you'd be sleeping. I thought tonight we're just gonna do some primitive bread, just a basic primitive bread. And then decorate it up a little bit and then show you a tray. Hey Tracy, your stuff was wonderful. Hey Lori, hey Teresa. I thought I'd give her a whirl, so you guys may have to keep me awake and alive. Tracy, how you do it? I don't know how you do it. You're full of energy, and maybe it's because I'm older. Maybe that's what it is. Okay guys, I love ya. So tonight I craft around the clock. It's Late Night Crafter, so I get to do whatever I want to do. So we are... Hi Lori Curry, how are you? So the first thing on this is you take, and I'm not going to show you tonight how to make the breads. I just don't have time for that. There's way too time consuming. So this is what the breads look like when you use the foam. Hey Debbie, hi Yvonne. So this is what they look like when they're when they use that spray foam, which is gaps and cracks. Now it doesn't matter what color it is because you're going to paint it anyway. So usually you can pop these out. I cut the bottoms off, sand it really good to get rid of. Hey Rebecca, I get rid of all the gloss so that the paint adheres a little bit better. And you want to move all this weird deformities on here. Hey Brenda, how are you? So let's get started. The first thing I do now, I had this baby down pat. I knew exactly the colors. Hey Kurt, you're still awake? And I screwed up and somehow lost my video. So I'm still trying to find that perfect color. Hey Cheryl, I'm still trying to find that perfect color, but I think it's great. Hey Shyla, so we're gonna use caramel and it's by Apple Barrel. Hi Sissy, how are you? So we're gonna go ahead and put that on first. And then we're gonna dry it. And a lot of people have seen me do this before, but you know what it is. Hey Brenda, how are you? But I thought this would be a good one tonight to do another one. The funny thing is with these breads, no two ever look exactly alike. Hi Sheila, you're up. My sister-in-law, she's up. My sister's even up. Hi Rhonda, how are you? Oh, welcome Rhonda from Mississippi. I'm in Texas. Found out we got a lot of Texas people. Hey Stephanie. So we're going to go ahead and just do a nice coat. Get it all in the cracks here. Hi Joanne, hey Anita. So we're going to go ahead and just get this caramel on. And we got to just get a good coat, and then we're going to dry it. And then we're going to play with other browns, truffle probably. I like the truffle with this. Now you can smooth out your bread. You can smooth out your bread, or yes, still up. Hi Arlene, welcome, Western New York. Welcome, I'm in Texas. Hey Jamie. Aw, thank you Jamie, you're so sweet. Hey Shelly. I'm Donna Olson with Cypress Designs. Hey Sherry. And I really truly enjoy making these primitive breads, but I was so frustrated when I lost my video through from me, Makala. Is it Makala? Alvarez, welcome. How are you? So I still play with it and go through the yes, it looks good. No, I'm not happy with it. But so you can see what it looks like. I think it turns out pretty good. It makes me want to have a slice of bread. So this is what we're going for again tonight. Now this is a nut bread. So you're from the South Florida, Deborah? Welcome. So this is what we're doing. So it's a beautiful nut bread. So we're doing the same thing, but I want to show you how to make it. We're going to keep going so we fill it all. Hey Joy, how are you? Jacqueline, how are you? Now this is one of the things I got addicted to, especially making my tins and rusting my tins. I have that. Oh, thank you. Making my tins and stuff. I did figure that out really well, exactly how to do the tins and rust them and make them look really good. It's always a process. Oh, I love real bread. Hey, Louise. Hi, Diane. Hey, Dewey. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? But yeah, so we're going to recreate this for you guys tonight. I can't give you a slice, but I think it turned out pretty good. I have other breads I can show you. Hey, Cheryl. Is everybody doing good tonight? I just thought I'd give it a whirl and see what it was like late night hours, usually because by 11 o'clock, 11:30, I'm in bed trying to fall asleep. Thank you guys for sprinkling. I appreciate it. And the group is Craft Around the Clock. And if you haven't followed, it's a free group. You need to go ahead and join them. Great crafters. The bread is made with gaps and cracks, or I think it's cheaper, it's Worth at Walmart. It's in a blue can. Hi, Shireen. Hey, Kelly. Oh, Kelly, I said hi. But it's gaps and cracks, or if you go to Walmart, hey, Jill, it's called Worth. It's a blue can by Walmart, and I really like it a lot. One thing I did learn today when I was making these, because these things blow up, just so you know, is I went ahead, after I filled it, I smoothed the top out a little bit more so it wasn't so bumpy. And then you got to sand these. Oh, thank you for sharing me out, Stephanie. Make it smooth. It saves you a lot of time. So just get it really nice and dry, because then we're going to take a darker color to this. Now remember, don't worry about perfection, because you're going to be putting stuff on top of this. And if you put it in a tin, now I have some old tins from my sister-in-law Sheila put on here. She gave me a bunch of old tins she had, and she saved them for me. Now this is for a very large bread, but I am going to make a very large bread. Not tonight. We got to get through this. Hey, Marianne, how are you? So I want to try to get this nice and dry before we start adding the brown. And then I do have grunge. We're going to use our grunge tonight. Sneak peek at what we're making tomorrow. Hey, Lindsay. Yes, and tomorrow I'm in a great group. We're the Sleepy Hollow Into the Forest by Wild Honey. It's a steampunk. I worked very hard to get my paper mache stuff together, you guys. It'll be cute. Hey, Misty, how are you? I'm excited about that. At first I thought I lost him in here, and then I found him. Get this really nice and dry before you add any more. Choose Joy's Craft. Welcome, sweetie. What's your first name? I'm Donna. Hey, Dawn, how are you? Thank you guys for sprinkling and staying up with me. I actually thought nobody was going to be up tonight. Thought I'd be sleeping here, or sitting here by myself. Did you oil pan? You could, Joy, if you want to. A lot of mine are going to be permanent. How are you doing, Joy? Yes, I didn't do that on my pans. Now these, so I don't have to scream. These tins from Walmart are really nice. They're actually very nice. So if you want to go ahead and make your spray your foam in here, you can pop these out. Hi, Lisa. So you can easily pop these out. And so you don't have to, but you'll end up buying more of these. But, so there it is. And then I cut the bottoms off. See, this one's not 100% aged. It's been sitting out in 97-degree weather with a heat index of 102. So pretty much it blew up. That's a nice loaf of bread. So I use those. But if you're going to use these, you probably could. Hi, Sheila. I guess you could spray it. I've never done it because I've never had really nice old pans to use. Now this is just a regular pan, but I put it from one of the bigger pans to this. Hey, Deborah, how are you? So let's keep going. I want to get this dried. We do have an hour, so I have to learn to slow my roll because I have a tendency to move too fast, as everybody knows. I just want as much of this to dry as possible. How are you doing, Deborah? How's everybody tonight? I started yawning. I was watching Tracy and I was talking to my sister and I couldn't stop yawning. I don't know if you guys ever tried, take that magnesium glycinate. That stuff really, it works for me. I finally got off of some heavy sleep aids and stuff that I don't need to be taking. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I was one of the few who could actually do it. So now I no longer have to take sleep aids, but I do take that magnesium. It's good for the heart and joints and stuff too. And it really helped. And actually taking potassium tablets, but I learned, hey Reba, how are you? Reba Rose Creations. Beautiful, I love that name. And its first name's gotta be Reba, right? But it really helped. I mean, I didn't have my hands weren't locking up anymore. I didn't have the pain in my hands. But you can't take too much of that stuff. It'll bind you up, and that's not good. But it works, guys. It takes away the pain in your hands and your feet and everything. Is it Trick Faru? Welcome. These are the people I'm seeing. And so it helps, but you just can't, you got to take things in moderation. Don't take too much stuff. Now, I'm going to take a second. I just want to dry off this little bit of paint. I'm excited about starting to get into more Christmas stuff. Start doing these as Christmas. Okay, so the next thing I like to do, we all do things differently. I'm going to use Waverly Truffle. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Judy. I try to catch you guys. Do you guys have, I do the favorite thing. So I thought that when you hit your favorites, that you get to see them all the time, or there'd be some notification, and there's not. Talking with the White Elephant. What is your first name? Welcome. I don't know everybody yet. So we're going to use just a little bit of the Truffle by Waverly. You don't need a whole lot, guys. What I find with this, see, it looks pretty good so far. Now, I will eventually paint the bottom, but since it's going to be in the pan, you don't have to. So it looks pretty good. So, but I like it a little darker. So I don't like to put too much on because then it's too dark. I like to just take it kind of sort of in between these little spots and then just kind of blend it in a little bit, but not too much. I'm just so upset. I had the perfect, you guys, mixture when it came to this thing. The perfect mixture to make the perfect bread. It was one of my goals, was to get this thing to be exactly the way I wanted it. Now I'm just going to tap it in to blend it in a little bit, because you don't want hunks of chocolate like this. You want it to blend in a little bit. Now, we all do things differently. Not that I'm really worried, because we're going to be putting nuts on top of it, you guys. So, I'm working at this really hard only to cover it up with nuts. I just want to blend that in a little bit more. We're going to dry a little bit, and then we're going to put some grunge on it. Now, I have yet to make two exactly alike, guys. They always turn out differently. Here's a oatmeal nut one I did. And this again, everything turns out differently. Everything turns out different. Sorry. So no two breads I ever make look alike. No two muffins I make. Even my muffins don't look alike. Everything looks different. But it's okay. It still looks pretty when it's done. Now I'm going to use my grunge. Now the grunge is, I got this from Sweet Home Living, I don't know, quite a while ago. It's funny, I go back and I look at all these, the people I followed way long time ago, because when I would go on Pinterest, but I love hers. It's vanilla, cinnamon, or whatever you want. Hey Carolyn, hey Tamala, how are you? You awake? Hey Lori Rockwell. And I use hers because I love it. Now, mine never gets really thick like everybody else's, which I wish it would, and I'm not sure why. Mine never gets as thick, but I wish it would. I'm gonna have to try something different on it. But it's just vanilla coffee, instant coffee. Walmart's instant coffee is really good. So if you get a chance to just get their coffee, it works really well. Need to tap that off. And all it's going to do now, this one's going to be a little lighter than my normals. I like mine to be a little darker. Hold on, I'm going to throw a little darkness on her. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Octavia. You can put Mod Podge on it, yes. You can do just about whatever you want to do. I'm going to darken it up a little bit. I'm not really a fan of super white. I mean, when I make real bread, it's a little white. And it's going to go back into a container. Now, I did this container. This is a Dollar Tree container. It's got fuzz everywhere on it. And all this is I take Mod Podge, truffle, what is it? Baking powder, mix it really good, and I make a paste. And then I just put it on, put cinnamon and nutmeg on it, and tap it, dry it, seal it with Mod Podge. It works perfectly great. Hi, Susan. How are you? Hey, Patty. How are you? Hey, Joanne. How are you? Hey, Mary. That's the fun part. Now, if you ever go back to some of my videos, you'll see, I'm going to darken this up a little bit more. I kind of like it a little darker. It just looks more like it's been in there a while. Not a fan of too light. I don't like too light. But I really, next time I want to do is I want to go live again and do the cinnamon rolls. So I did cinnamon rolls, and they're not bad, but they're not the greatest. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Now, the bread is done with gaps and cracks. You get the tins from the dollar store or Walmart, and you spray it inside. And then you gotta let it sit for a good day or sit it out in the hot heat. In the Texas heat here, it doesn't take very long. So that's pretty good for bread. So now what we're gonna do, and it's gotta blossom for at least, I don't know how many hours I had it out there in the heat. So it needs to sit out there and blossom. And that it's gonna grow. It's actually gonna morph into some weird stuff. Mine was growing limbs out there. It was weird. Hey, Debbie. Kenyatta, welcome. But yes, so if you go to any of my replays, you'll get to see the bread. Now, I didn't do it tonight. There's just too many things to do. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go put our nuts on. That didn't sound good. We're gonna put some nuts on this thing. This is my favorite to use, guys. Buy this from Hobby Lobby. It's called Spiced Cinnamon Simmering Potpourri. Hi, Betty. This is from Hobby Lobby. This stuff I've had forever. This is a new bag finally. Hey, Sue. So I buy it. This is what it looks like. So I just stuck it all in a bag. It's amazing for caramel apples. And it's kind of cool. It comes with nuts, and it looks like other things in there. It comes with other pieces. Some pieces look like cranberries dried. Some pieces look like grapes and stuff. So it's a lot of cool stuff. Hang on, I gotta dry that. So here you can put cinnamon sugar on this thing. You can do whatever you want on here. I think I'm gonna throw a little, I'll put that on the top on this one. I just want to dry it a little bit. They look really pretty, and I don't know if you guys have seen. Hi, Melinda. It's a crazy night in the neighborhood here. So we're gonna put Mod Podge on. So basically, that's just gonna hold the nuts on. And then we're gonna rub this down a little bit because we want this. You think by now I would have my stuff out. So all I want is this stuff just to kind of stay in the middle here. Now I do want to do breads again. I did do French breads and stuff. If you guys have never done salt dough bread, it's cool. Yes, they are scented. This is the bag. Excellent for making caramel apples. Hi, Melvin. How are you? Now, let me show you. Hang on. I got to crawl out of my hole here. And I'll show you one of them. Now, of course, this is an old one I've used. It's falling off. But it looks really good when you do your candy apples or your caramel apples. This works really well. Sherry. Okay, so we're gonna put nuts on this thing. So, now, they will bounce off because there's some heavy duty guys here. So, and then you're gonna get other pieces of stuff, just throw it back in. When I show it to you, it almost looks like dried fruit and it looks almost like cranberries. So I like all of it. See, it looks like cranberries and stuff. Hey Debbie, how are you? Hey, Caffeine, welcome. If you're new, let me know you're new so I can welcome you after, because sometimes I don't see everybody. Because I get really focused. Hi Paula, how are you? First time watching? Welcome, Kefany. I appreciate you coming on. I didn't think anybody was going to be on. I just thought I'd give it a whirl at night. You know, I'm not one to stay up late night hours. I try to get some sleep since I don't sleep very well. And it seems like all I do is go around here. I've always got the grandkids or something. Jennifer, welcome. Welcome to my page. I appreciate you coming on. We will be doing more of this stuff, more primitive and more food. Now, I do love making faux food. I'm excited about our fake bake, which is, I think, next weekend. Thank you guys. Hi, Diane. How are you? Hi, Ellen. Just let me know you're a first time watcher. That really helps me out, so I make sure I welcome you properly. Okay, so the next thing is we've got this. Now we need to make some dressing on top. We want to make some frosting. We're gonna take our Mod Podge. We're gonna take our white paint, and I think I'm gonna just try water this time. I'm losing my nuts over here. They're just falling all over the place. We're gonna add a little water. It doesn't matter if it's clean or not. It'll look okay. We're just gonna get it. I need it to be able to flow on here. It needs to be able to be dripping on here. Oh, you're so sweet. That is so sweet. Well, Diane, welcome too. I appreciate you guys coming on. Okay, that's too sweet. That's too. Like I said, I wanted to try a late night. I usually try to do an 8 o'clock so I can get to bed. Hi, Marianne. How are you? Welcome. Hey, Deborah. How are you? Well, I appreciate y'all coming tonight and watching me. And let's see, what am I doing? Try a little bit more paint, and then I'm going to put a little bit. I think I'm going to put a little bit of a little dapple dewy on here. Oh, that's brand new. Don't want that. I bought enough of this dap. Now this is great for frosting, guys. Walmart has the small ones, but I think Home Depot has the bigger ones. Thank you guys for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Let me get my act together here. I don't want too much. I do want it to be like frosting. But we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. It's gotta be able to drizzle, if that's the word. Yes, drizzle. Hi Robin, how are you? Welcome. If you're new, just let me know so I can welcome you later as I make a mess. I wanted to have a cup of coffee so bad, guys. That was not going to happen. The time I got my act together, look at this. Come on. Still not enough. Hang on. I got to throw a little bit more in here. I just wanted to have enough. Sometimes you can use the puffy paint. I just didn't want to use that tonight. Hey Terry. Hey Kathy. Hey Lisa. Welcome, Lisa. Yes, please let me know if you're new to my page. I just want to be able to welcome you the proper way. I don't always catch everybody. Hey, hold on. Oh, Hi Candy, how are you? Hi Terry, how are you? Okay, now, it might work, but I want to see. I try to use a utensil of some sort to pick this thing up. No, that's not going to work. What is that? Nope, that's not going to work. Let me put some more in there. Usually don't have such a problem with the frosting, but for some reason this is not gonna, I may use a little. Hey Kathy, did I say hi to you, Kathy? I'm sorry. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of people. Hi Ruben, Susan, Lisa, Nana, Christy. I'm sorry guys, my thing's not flipping. I don't know why. Sorry guys. Trying to get my stuff mixed here. Yes, welcome guys. I appreciate you coming to my page and spending the time with me. Why is this stuff so goopy? Guys, usually it's not this bad, but for some reason it's really goopy instead of being like frosting. Hang on guys. I'm gonna go get myself some of my cornstarch. It's I think it's baking powder or cornstarch, one of the two. I hope it's not. One will blossom, so we have to hope and pray it doesn't blossom. Okay, that looks a little thicker. Okay, let me see if I can get this thing. Usually not this sloppy, guys. Hang on. This stuff makes a mess, and everybody knows I'm messy when it comes to this thing. You need the right tool, guys. We're gonna try this. We're gonna hope and pray this thing will see. Yeah, that should work. Hold on. Move all this out of the way. Now we're gonna drizzle. Hi, Diener Valente. Hi, Daisy. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I will get back to you. Just, if you getting hunks and junks like that, just try to move them out of the way. You want it to look like frosting. And try to wipe off anything that drips too far, because you don't want that. And you can go and touch up the brown. Don't worry about that. Am I in the picture? Sometimes I have a tendency to be off the picture. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. If you can drizzle it and get a good drizzle, it looks really pretty. Because you don't want it thick all in one spot. You want it kind of thick and thin, not super thick though. I'm gonna have to pay y'all for being here with me tonight. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Go around and just wipe up and dab anything that's dripping. Because you don't want that. Where's my wet rag? That'll be easier. Now, I am a little messy, guys. Sorry, but that's just me. Now I will go back here and I will clean up and darken up my little spots. I just don't like it to be too far down the bread because it's going to go inside the container. Hang on. Yes, messy, messy, messy. And it's not really going to matter too much. I could have just left the drips, but I just like it to look a little cleaner. Where's my paintbrush? I'm gonna put a little brown on this thing here. Hang on. Get some spots. I'm gonna put a little bit more brown in these spots, just so it doesn't look like it's been pushed off. You know, sometimes you have a good day and sometimes you don't have a good day. Hi Celeste, how are you? Judy? Who's got Judy's birthday? Happy birthday. Hey, Sylvia. How are you? Okay, so now we got this. Let me get most of this out of the way. Clean this mess up. I am messy when I do breads. You would never know that, would you guys? Yeah. It's that mixing, and they always turn out really pretty, but I'm a mess. When I bake, is anybody else a sloppy baker? I am a sloppy baker, but my food is amazing. But I'm a sloppy, sloppy baker. I mean, I clean up as I go. It's just that sometimes you don't pay attention when you're mixing the flour and you throw the flour in the blender, not the blender, but in the mixer, and then it blows all up in your face. Did I miss anything? Hey, did I get you, Charlene? I'm sorry if I didn't. Welcome, guys. If I missed you, I will go back. Let me just move all this stuff out of the way. Okay, so now we have this. I gotta dry this. So does that look pretty good for frosting, guys? It is on there. I see wax somehow from my thing. Does that look good? Yeah, happy birthday, Judy. You're messy too? Yeah, I don't know why. I've always been. I clean as I go, though. Don't get me wrong, it's clean. Because I believe in cleaning up as I go. But I swear, simple things like knowing to put dry flour in a mixer, when you're mixing, you know not to turn it up high. And for some crazy reason I do. Thank you. And for some crazy, oh, shoot spa. I meant to put, is it dry all the well? I meant to put my sugar on there, which is, I use Epsom salt a lot, guys. I decided to, a friend of mine told me that maybe it's not a good idea having a cat in a house and using diamond dust. I started thinking, you know, that's really smart because I have a cat. I know how many times I got diamond dust in my feet. Hi, Shireen. Welcome, Shireen. Hi, Patty. Let me go ahead and put this on here. This is Epsom salt. And so I decided that majority of the stuff I'm going to use for Christmas, I'm going to use Epsom salt. I will still use on ornaments and stuff, but when I do my pillows and all that stuff, I'm going to start doing Epsom salt because you get the same effect, but you don't have to worry about hurting your cat's paws and stuff and your own feet because believe me, I have had it stuck in my feet many a times. Hi, Sandra Nolan. How are you? Welcome, guys. Let me just move this out of the way. And just adding that little bit of Epsom salt. Look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look like you could eat that? Like it says, it's not so much how the bread looks on the outside. It's like the top. That makes it the best. Okay, so what I was gonna do next, it's what time? I've got time. Well, we can make another little one too. We're gonna add a little, I'm gonna hope that's fairly dry. We're gonna add a little, I think I'm gonna put it in this and then I'll put the, tie and the ribbon on it this way. So this is just a regular tin from Dollar Tree. And all I did, hi Margot, all I did with this is I aged it, made it look like it was old. Some of the little tin sticks out, but that's okay, don't worry about it. Looks like a whole wheat bread, yeah. And these are fun, but you gotta spray the stuff down, guys. Sandy, well, hey, welcome Sandy. Just remember, you gotta spray everything. Take your Mod Podge, when you're done, spray this all with Mod Podge, guys. Hi Patricia. And all this is going to do is seal it for you. I'm just going to do a simple tie. I'm not going to go too big on this because of it's still a little wet. I don't want to get it all messy. Okay. So now we have our bow. We are going to stick, I was going to stick a couple. Should I stick cinnamon sticks and Hi, Linda. Hi, I said hi to Patricia. I can't remember who I say hi to anymore, and that's sad. Should I put the cinnamon sticks and some Sweet Annie? Yeah. Think I should put the two of these together? Thank you, Louise. Should I put the two of these together with the cinnamon stick on top? Or should I just do the Sweet Annie and a tag? What do you guys think? Yes to both. Sweet Annie and a tag. And this. Let me see if I can get these underneath here. Okay. So does that look okay? These little tins are so cheap and you can make them look beautiful. Okay, now let's do a little tag. I'm going to darken this. I've already got some of it on here with coffee and stuff. So I think I'm just going to put on here sweet nut bread. How's that? Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, yes. I can smell it. Oh, and check this out. I know I shouldn't go around. I'm going to fall one day on my stuff. But I have to show you a different type of Sweet Annie I found. But this is from a place that went out of business. See this Sweet Annie? Hi, Linda. No, I will do that afterwards. I'll spray it. See this Sweet Annie? This is a different kind of Sweet Annie. It smells wonderful. It smells better than Sweet Annie. So if you look at the two of them, see the difference? This is so fragrant, you guys. I can't tell you what the smell is a little different, but it's just a beautiful Sweet Annie. But it is Sweet Annie. I could kick myself for not buying more. Yes. And if you go back to some of my videos, my replays on my breads, you'll see. Has anybody noticed they used to have your videos on Facebook listed and with the title on them? Now, yeah, these are preserved. I think they're preserved. I don't know. I got them from somebody, but they're beautiful, but they smell wonderful. Hi, Pat. But now, did I just lose my tag? There it is. Don't ask me where it came from. Now, you go out there, you don't know what the title is. Hi, Kim, how are you? So, I don't know. I'm just confused. So, I thought we just called it sweet nut bread. Does that sound good? We'll just do sweet. I'm not very good at handwriting, guys. I'll probably have to use the other side. I gotta learn penmanship again. I always want to write use cursive more than I want to print. Does that look okay? Hi, Laura. How are you? Aw, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome, Laura Dye. Are you brand new? I'll welcome you in to my page. So we're going to go stick this in here. I was going to put a tag on it. I mean, a string on it, but I won't worry about it. So there's a simple little nut bread. Thank you, guys. I mean, they're really cute and everything. So like I said, it doesn't take much to make them. You don't have to worry about being perfect with the color because it's everything. Hi, Erica. Because when you're done doing this, it's perfect. And like I said, I did my first time doing a nut oatmeal bread. I think this is what makes it special. Hi, Rebecca. I think that's what makes it special. It's not so much the color of the bread as it is all the stuff you put together on it. See, this one I did, this is one of my first ones I did a nut bread. My first time doing a nut bread, and it turned out pretty good. I kind of like it a little darker. I think it looks better when it's a little darker than super, super light. So, okay, and we have time yet. I've still got time. So let's take this little baby one. as I make a mess here. We got a baby one now. This one looks actually like a cool loaf of bread. Thank you guys. Now, I have to play with it though. One day I'm gonna play with it. I can't remember her name. She used, and I can't remember the colors, but she made a donut. And that donut was like the perfect color for bread. And I cannot remember, I know I wrote it down, but I can't find my pad of paper. She did light colors, and then she just tapped on the top a darker color, and it just seemed to look like a brand new loaf of bread. Hi Melody, welcome. So let's just go ahead and let's just paint this one up. We're gonna do the same colors. I think it's just gonna be easier to stick with the same colors. And this one's gone. So let's just go ahead and do a little caramel again. I really want to figure out what she used because it was awesome. And I can't remember her name, but I think she is on our Fake Bake. I can't remember her name. I don't know if it's Elizabeth or what. Shadrick. Now you have to buy the gaps and cracks, guys. Now, hi Tammy, welcome guys. Now just remember though, you can go to Walmart and it's called Worth, W-U-R-T-H. And I had that all in my videos and I don't know, I lost everything. This works well too, but I'm not sure if this is more expensive or not. And when you use this, use the whole thing, don't use part of it. Use the whole thing. And I have a video out there and maybe I'll find it and then I'll link it in there for those of you who want to know how to do the foam part. Because that's a process in itself. So we're going to go ahead and put this on again. And we can either do an oatmeal or we could do an Italian bread. It's whatever we want to do. Hi Tina, how are you? The Silver Farmhouse? Oh, yes, she does. I made I did her pumpkin rolls, you guys. I made her pumpkin rolls. Hi Patricia. Hey Heather. I did her pumpkin rolls and I did a ho-ho. I call it a ho-ho. So I did those and I candied up the fruit and all that stuff. So I did a bunch of these and these are so much fun, guys. If you ever get a chance to just go look at the videos, tell me if that doesn't look good. Oh, sorry. You can put nuts on them and oh, they smell wonderful. And I'm just gonna remember to put stuff back. So she got me started on that. And I'll show you real quickly. I know I'm like scattered sometimes. This is done with foam. This is foam. Ronces, Eli, is that the name? So this is foam, guys. Tell me if that doesn't look good. And that's a pumpkin roll, but it's a muffin? I don't know, cinnamon roll, pumpkin roll, whatever you call it. And it's just done with fabric, foam. It's this. It's 1/2 inch project foam from Walmart. You have to saturate it really, really, really good with, what color did I use? I think I used our Waverly Pumpkin. And then once you saturate it, you gotta let it dry really good and then you just roll it up and you're good to go. So I'll do more of that kinds of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like too. And this. I have all kinds. If you go out to my videos, you'll see I have all kinds of breads, all kinds of rolls and stuff. Like I said, you don't have to be perfect with this. Because most of the stuff always, and I usually do the base, so, but I just haven't done it tonight because I have to get a lot done in a short period of time. Be Light Creations. Hi Melanie, welcome. Hi Sunnyflower. Hi Cynthia. How are you guys doing? There are some late night people tonight. I usually like to get on by 8 o'clock, but I wanted to give it a whirl. I'm probably very loud and my husband's in the other room. Yes, I think that's what I use for my pumpkin roll. But just remember when you do that, It takes up a lot of paint. And if you go back to my video, hi Pat, is it Pat? I don't know, I can't read that. Melanie is watching. Pat, I can't see that. Hi Dorothy, welcome. You're new, let me know you're new. Celine, welcome. But when you use it, you want to saturate it. Get your gloves on and use some middleness. This is all amazes me. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Kim. I don't mind doing it. Oh, yes, it does. It's a little, it's not quite where it needs to be. I have to find it. Hi, Doug Stone. It's me, Mel. Oh, I didn't see that, Mel. Hey, welcome, sweetie. Hey, Dee Dee, how are you? Well, welcome, Dorothy. So I guess what you could try to do with this bread, and I haven't played with anything further than just making it look like this. I really like the bread to look a little bit more like a bread, but my goal is to actually look like a loaf of bread. But this one looks like a brain. So this one looks a little weird. I didn't cut it quite right. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. Yeah, I decided to sign up for Craft Around the Clock late night for one night. You know, I got to try something different in my lifetime. I have to move outside my box, you guys. I keep telling myself I'm going to go to bed early, and I never end up going to bed early. So, this one, I think we're going to try to tap on some of this instead. Let's see if we can try that. I'm going to try some truffle. Just trying to think of another color that would be good with truffle. I don't like it to be too dark, but I don't want it to be too light. Let's just do it. I gotta go buy some more. I have brushes. I just gotta learn to organize my stuff for the 50 millionth time. So, okay, so we're just gonna put a little on here, and then I'm gonna we are going to just tap it in there. And wet it down a little bit more. I need to wet it. I don't have enough brushes on here. Now, I can never seem to get my breads to be exactly alike, but you know, it's not so much just the bread color as it is just getting it brown enough so when you add the topper to it, excuse me, it looks good. Now, I watched, and I'm not sure what her name is. God, I wish I knew her name. Rye Bread, yes. Hi, Sweet Angel Crafts. How are you? Welcome. Let's go ahead and try to dry this. My thing doesn't work anymore. Now, I love working with the foam, guys. If you've never done the foam before. Oh, welcome, Olivia. Welcome. Arkansas, I'm Texas. In the good old state of Texas. Been here since 1986. I feel like a true Texan being here. My husband's like, I'd really like to go back to Wisconsin. I'm like, why? You can't do the stuff you used to be able to do when you were a kid. Hi, Lisa. So, it looks kind of like bread, right? You see me? Oh, yes. Yes. Thanks, Tracy. Yes. I try to make it look more like an actual piece of bread. The colors to me is important, just so it looks like bread, even though it doesn't really matter because you're going to put a ton of stuff on top of it. Hang on, I'm going to shut my glue gun off. I don't worry. Well, actually, I do need it still. You can do so many things. I've just not played. Marsha Rusler's Nano Premium and just posted Sweet Annie. Oh, really? Oh, Chalking with White Outfit. I'm from Wisconsin. And actually, Shelly's from Wisconsin here too. My sister and my sister-in-law. My family's all up there. Oh, Dorothy, you live in Texas too? Where? I'm in. Oh, you're British Columbia. What was? Wait, hold on. Sweet Angel, what's your first name and welcome? Yeah, we're originally from Wisconsin. We moved here in '86. I love it here. You can't pay me to move back. I'm sorry. Okay, so do we want to do oatmeal on this one? Or do we want to make an Italian bread? Jennifer, welcome Jennifer. Hi Cindy Field, Robinson, welcome. So do you think, Janet, you're up at night? Welcome girl. Do you guys think we should do Groesbeck, Waco? Oh, you're in Waco? I'm north, so I'm Sherman, Texas. Should I make this? I'm originally from Milwaukee. Oh, you're in Green Bay? My husband's a Green Bay Packer fan. So he and my daughter are. I go, but I'm not into it like he is. So what do we want to use? Let's see. Oatmeal. Hi, Rosemary. So should we do oatmeal or should we do Italian? Let's see. Oatmeal. Are we shooting for the oatmeal? Okay, so we'll put oatmeal on this. Let me close this stuff up. Hi, Brian. Italian. We got one Italian, a whole bunch. Oh, cheese heads. Yeah. Okay, we're going to have to do oatmeal. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Now, if you really want to, guys, you could toast up your oatmeal and give it a little bit more color so it's not so boring and white. And just remember, this stuff dries clear. So when you put it on, it's going to be clear when it's dry. So you don't have to dry it with a dryer. You can just let it sit too. Sometimes the less you do with it, the better. Rovinia, is it Rovinia? Welcome. Where are you from? Oatmeal, we're doing oatmeal? Welcome. Thank you guys for popping in tonight. So we're going to just do the oatmeal, and I'm going to do a little bit of the nuts on top of here. You don't have to do a lot, guys, when it comes to this oatmeal and stuff. You just want a little bit on the top. Is it Kashi or Casey? Noah. Welcome. I'm never sure with names. I don't know. I'm not very good with names. Okay, so we have our little bit of our, hi Sarah. So we have our little bit of, I'm going to take that off. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do on here was add just a little bit of the nuts. We're going to do, we're going to do a little cinnamon too. I forgot to put cinnamon on this one, guys. Hi Sarah, how are you? We're going to do a little cinnamon. And like I said, if you're going to do this stuff, you're going to have to seal it because this is real food. Use the entire can. Yes, use the entire can. I literally went out to Walmart and bought a ton of these. And when you spray it, you spray it upside down and you spray it back and forth. Only go 2 or 3 times, but you don't want to go too high. Hi, Darlene. Dora, you keep calling out names. It's names I see, you guys. And then you got to let it sit outside and heat up, and it gets it expands. And I'll show you one right here. So here's one. Here's the loaf. Yeah, Sherry, I see names. I just welcome everybody. I don't know who they are. But see, it's a loaf. I haven't sanded this yet. It's real shiny. You don't want the shiny. You want it to be sanded down and you get rid of all the sheen on here. But this is permanent in here. I'm keeping these in here. I'm just going to paint. And the nice thing is with this is I can wipe along the edges. But I can paint here. I can add whatever I want on the top. Now, I do want to try to make it look like banana bread and stuff. I see a Shirley Perry. I don't know if there's somebody by that name actually on here or not. I do not know. Okay. Oh, we were going to add a few nuts on here. Yeah, guys, I see names, so I don't know if they're just silent watchers or what. Have you tried using cupcakes, making cornbread cupcakes? Are you talking faux? Are you talking, Dawn, are you talking the faux cupcakes? I can't read, I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. Hey, Barb. Okay, so this is what I love about this stuff here, guys. It gives you all this little dark stuff, and it almost looks like cranberries and stuff. Hey, Joanne, how are you? What were you talking about, Dory? I had a Dory moment here. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Y'all know I have a nickname. It's called Dory, guys. Because Dory sometimes needs you guys to remind her where she was thinking about a few minutes ago. Okay, now what was she talking about? Dawn, what were you talking about? I'm trying to find you back on here. I lost the question. Oh yeah, you definitely have to sand the tops. You want to get all the sheen off. This nuts is Hobby Lobby. Hey Mel, now I got Mel right way. Oh, the cupcakes. I have not, but what do you use when you say cornbread? Are you talking, I've never made faux cornbread. That's something else I'd like to try, and I do. This is my first time making salto cinnamon rolls. They're not the greatest. Here's another one. They're my first attempt at it, and this is salto. Yep, came back. So they're a little different. I've got cinnamon sugar on them, but I've never made these before, so that was my first time. And they're very heavy, so good thing to have is by your back door in case you get an intruder. Just throw a couple of them at them, and you won't have to worry. Now, just remember, it's just salto. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I have a little container. I thought, let's take this one out. And see, this one is an Italian bread I made. Hi, Brenda. Salto is awesome, guys. It is awesome. Okay. Now, because I'm the last crafter, I don't think, great weapon, yes. I don't think I have to rush, do I? Nobody's on after me, is it? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think I have to rush. Knock out you betcha. You ever try lifting one of these saltos? They're heavy. Oh, I'm a mess. I'm definitely a messy Marvin. Sorry, guys. I'm usually not, well, actually I am very messy. Not usually, I am. Let me get all this out of the way. I have to keep my stuff together. I appreciate guys staying up with me. Okay, so now you kind of see it. And one day again, hi Tracy. Oh, I am? Thank you. So what do you think, Tracy? Did I pass on my bread? Since you are the queen of primitive, this is my nut bread. Does that look okay? These are so much fun. Hi, TJ Creations Chaos. Yes, whenever you do those salto, they will knock you on your socks. Let me tell you, you should see my French breads I made. They turned out really good. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Okay, so now this is our oatmeal nut bread. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add some ribbon to it. I'm trying not to touch it, because if you can just not touch it, it won't fall off. It's almost like I can't talk and do two things at one time. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? Not as good as everybody else when it comes to this part. Okay, so are we gonna put Sweet Annie on this one too? But this Sweet Annie I found, this other stuff, tell me if that's not beautiful though. Look at that. Oh, are you really? This is a cool Sweet Annie I found at a, some specialty store that was closing. And this stuff is wonderful, you guys. Oh, I'm excited about all the faux stuff. I love faux food, especially the cinnamon rolls. These are still my favorite, you guys. Those are still my favorites. My little ho-hos. I love the little ho-hos. So, okay, so let me get going on finishing up this one with a tag. Let me grab a tag. Be careful moving stuff around in here. I'm gonna end up walking over something and tripping. I didn't tell you guys, but our granddaughter, they had a threat at their school yesterday. Cinnamon, oh yes. They had a threat at their school. Somebody was saying that they were going to shoot people up. And it was horrible. You should have seen, everybody was in panic. I mean, my granddaughter has bad enough, she has high anxiety. And so everybody went home safely and stuff like that, but there was no actual shooting. Well, it ended up being, today they found it, they got the kid. Hi, Nancy. It was a hoax. But these kids don't realize you just stirred up a whole entire community who are freaking out over their kids. You didn't just give a hoax. You literally caused an entire community, and I still get the goosebumps from it, to go crazy. Worrying about their children. You've got kids who don't want to have their little ones going to school, and it just was horrible. And then to find out it was all a hoax, well, I'm sure he's paying the price now. Oh, thanks, Jane, for coming on. So we're going to put this, what should we call this? Sweet oatmeal nut bread. So it's scary. This world is just crazy scary. So hug your kids, and before they go off to school, you just never know. It's just in Texas. I mean, I know we have lots of crazies in Texas, but the crazies are everywhere. I'm gonna just put this right here. I'm just gonna glue it on instead of putting a tag. And then I'm gonna put some of this other Sweet Annie on here. Oh yeah, I'm hoping so too. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Barb. I don't know what's gonna happen to the kid. We will find out, I'm sure. I'm gonna put one more piece on this. And it just tore me up. Check that it's Sweet Annie, but it's a different brand of Sweet Annie. Yeah, it's a scary world nowadays. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Leanna. Yeah, I know. It's just scary. Jeez. Yep. And the problem is they need the consequences. I mean, you need to be responsible. I mean, if you can't figure that out, that it's wrong, then that parent needs to be taking care of you. Hi, Melissa. But yeah, so now we have our two breads. And I was just going to show you, I had a little tray over here. This is the one I showed you, which was my original one. I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to move that out of the way. I'll just throw this on this little tray. Hang on, we got to put it this way. I didn't have a specialty tray here. Hang on. Let's move this one out. No, this is one. Did we do this one? No, we didn't do this one. We'll just put these few on here. This just kind of fills up the plate. I've got my little stuff here. And so there you have a cute little, hi dear Adriana, to Manili, Dorothy. Oh, thank you. Isn't it cute though? I mean, how cute is that to put on a shelf? Now my bakery, my pantry in our new house, it's a farmhouse we had built. Hey, Colorado. Hi, Annalie. Welcome. I can't read the rest of that one. I'll have to read it again. Now, these are aluminum pans that I rusted. Now, if they have a little bit of this stuff, I don't worry about it too much. I mean, these things are going to bump and bang, and take your spray. Hi, Cindy. Take your spray and seal everything up, the Mod Podge. Seal it all up really good. Take it outside and do it. A couple times my friends yelled at me and said, don't do that in the house. I said, it's okay, I got this. Yes, it's a very scary world. So, like I said, we did, I did little muffins and stuff like that, and just a little oatmeal one. Just have fun with these guys. Oh, yeah, no, they're not real breads. These I love. My favorite is the nut bread. This is my very first one I ever made, and I think it turned out pretty nice for a first timer. And all thanks to Tracy, because Tracy Campbell from Sweet Home Living, she taught me everything. So I watched her a long time ago, and you know that she inspired me to do a lot, but I never got into this, and this is really what I love. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, these are just faux breads. But isn't that Sweet Annie pretty? It's a different type of Sweet Annie. Oh, that's a cinnamon thing. So now this one's old. Now this one's probably about 3 years old. What is Sweet Annie doing on there? This one's about 3 years old, but I do use these nuts, and they're this. They're called Spice Cinnamon. And this is Hobby Lobby, guys. These, I love them because they smell amazing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one I did, it lost a lot of its nuts on here because we moved from our apartment. We lived in an apartment for 2 years and moved into our house. So everything was packed up and banged around and stuff like that. But these are a lot of fun. But these are so cute to have mixed in with your faux breads. Hi, Crystal. You can make a really pretty centerpiece. My whole goal is for Christmas, all this baking, is to be able to fix it up in my pantry for Christmas. Now the apple is a foam apple, but a really good apple. I found an antique store that was selling really red, delicious apples, but they're not real, but they look real, and they worked perfect. So you've got to find the real good ones. Now I have some that are kind of remind me of what's the yellow, like not the Red Delicious. What's the other ones that have the yellow in them and red, but not real dark? And that's what they remind me of, but they still work. So, but you'll have to try them. These are fun to make. Again, you can buy caramel paint, and I just, with Mod Podge, and then I just rolled them all in there. Yeah, the Golden Delicious, that's it. So, you know, there's a lot you can do with this. You can make this a fun little Halloween vignette with all this. Now, I'm excited for, tomorrow I'm excited for our steampunk, Wild Honey Steampunk Into the Forest. I'm excited tomorrow. That is going to be cool. And then next week, we have our Scary Spice Bake, I think it is. And that one's gonna be cool because I'm gonna, my first Halloween cake I'm gonna make. Hi Gina, how are you? So I'm excited about that one. I've never made a Halloween cake. I've done Christmas cakes and stuff. I've never done Halloween. I'm excited about the Halloween. I have all these ideas going, guys, and sometimes the mind is a terrible thing because you can't shut it down at night. And that's the problem with crafters. We can't shut our heads down at night. Until these events are over with, my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour. Right, Dawn? So how easy was this? Simple. Like if you go back to some of my videos, it'll show you how to rust. I think you can take a tin, depending on how much money you can spend. If you can afford finding all these antique ones, my sister-in-law gave me all these old ones. These are really big loaves of bread, guys. Tomorrow's event is Wild Honey. We are doing the steampunk. And then Saturday is it Be Happy Crafting, Lindsay? Scary Spice. I think it's Be Happy Crafting, Cottage Crafting. I normally have my papers in here, but I don't. But I'll post it and you'll be able to see it because I can't remember that far in advance. I have everything in a calendar. Do you guys still do everything manually in a calendar? I have to write everything down. I'm not very good at remembering anything if it's not in a calendar. So, but that's all I had tonight. I'm glad you guys came on, but here, this is one of the big ones that I was showing when it foams up. And then when you have these, you just want to sand them down and get rid of all the shiny parts. These won't pop out. These babies are in here. Normal night's done. So you sand them down real good so you can paint on them. This I'm going to keep because you can wipe around the edges. Get this painted, wipe around the edges, and do all your decorative on top of here. I still got to go and clean some of this out. Mine had all deformities. I left it outside. It's growing noses and it's growing legs, and it was stuck to my patio, so I had to clean all that up. So, but when you use a can, just use it all up. Don't do part of it. Just use it all up because it's not worth it. It's a headache. It really is a headache. So, but, well, I will see you all tomorrow. What time are you on a normal night? I'm tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm on at 12, I think. That's for the steampunk, Wild Honey steampunk. And then, this is the weekend, yeah. And then I'll be back to Monday, and I'll probably be back to 8 o'clock. I really try to stay at 8 o'clock. I like to do this every now and then, but it's just hard because I got to get up so early. My husband has it. I have to give him infusions in the morning. I'm learning to be a nurse too. So I have to get up early in the morning, get his medicine to heat up or warm up, and then give him his infusion, and it's a process. And then, you know, I can go about my day. So that's why I usually don't try to stay up, but it's okay if I do. I don't mind. So, but if you're new, please just let me know that you're new so I can double check and say hi and everything to you guys too, just so I make sure of that. But yeah, so the next event is tomorrow, which I'm so excited about, the steampunk. He's dying to get back out of the woods. This critter I'm making, he's really cute. He's paper mache is all I can tell you. He's paper mache. He is adorable. So I don't know if I said hi to you, Rebecca. I think I did, Susan. There's people on here, I'm sure, that are just silent watchers and stuff like that. So, but yeah, tomorrow will be a load of fun. So you all got to join us and stuff. So, well, I better let you all go. It's almost 12. It's the bewitching hour for me. No, I'm just kidding. So, but we'll have some fun. I'll do it again, I'm sure. I mean, oh, I didn't do a take. No, I did a take. We'll do it again one night, another late night. I like late night, but it's very hard when we're still doing his stuff. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Welcome to my page. I appreciate it. So, like I said, it was a simple one tonight. Yeah, I'm a messy painter and I'm a messy all this, but when you're done, it just looks so pretty when it's all done, you know. So you just need to try it. Don't have fear. Try these things. They're not as hard as everybody seems to think they are. And you will find your niche and you will make beautiful things and it'll be cool and you get to share them with everybody. So I can already feel my throat starting to get tired here. So, but love you all. I'll talk to you soon. But if you're not following me, go ahead and follow my page, Cypress Designs. And like and share my page, and I definitely will be on again tomorrow at I think noon. But if you follow Wild Honey, another free group, Tonight is Craft Around the Clock. Please, please follow. It's a great, we are crafting from morning to night, and it's a wonderful group. Everybody is helpful and creative, and I love the fact everybody's different. You can tell them to do a pumpkin thing. We all don't do the same pumpkin. We're all very creative and do our own things. So that's fun about the Craft Around the Clock. But there's other events that are popping up, and like I said, tomorrow's Wild Honey, and that'll be a lot of fun too. So I'm excited about all these little events coming up. It challenges you guys. Just so you know, this will put you outside your comfort zone. I still remember the first one I did, and it was a traveling one. I had no clue as to what I'm doing, and now I can figure it out. So, okay guys, I gotta go before my throat starts to go. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. I think I'm 12. I'm going to post it on my page on Cypress Designs. And you can catch us tomorrow as we do another event. Okay? Love you all, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night.